What is up, boys? Been a while. Again. It's partially my fault. Mainly my fault. It's 100% my fault. But, welcome back. Today, we have a bit of well-rounded video. We're going to be talking about these guys, minus this. This guy's just here for LDY shit, but, you know, he's there. We got LDY stuff, we have comparison knives, and then we have two that I'm just going to go over really quickly, and I'm also going to give a little bit of update on things. First, we're going to just briefly say, this is the Micro Machine Works Ikigai. It was sent to me for review and to talk about it and borrow it and get my feels on it. So, there will be a video on this guy. I'm going to try have it for next weekend or the weekend after. No promises. I'm learning that I should stop saying when things should come out because my dumbass just does not fucking record. To be fair, I just haven't had a lot of time recently, so I'm very sorry about that. But, as I always say, I'm going to be trying to upload more because I do want to get back into the swing of things, get back into the groove of things, and I have a lot to talk about. So maybe, if you guys are lucky, I might bring back the Bally Rambles, okay? Maybe. Okay, we might bring back the Ramble videos. But yeah, so the Ikigai definitely will be a video soon. For right now, just know I'm a huge fan of it. It is a very, very cool trainer. So, there'll be a video on this guy at some point. He can go into the case for now. Next, I bought an Archangel at Blade Show West. So I have an Archangel now. It's a stitch rebladed Archangel. And it's fucking crazy, and it's really pretty and very nice. So, yeah. I'm going to be getting more mod work done to it, so it'll be a very nice, very expensive Archangel. So, yeah, there's that guy. There will be a video about Archangels coming up soon, as I may or may not have gotten an aluminum Archangel. I just want to get zippy spacers for it before I make a video. So, peep eyes for that guy. I'll put you right there. My bed's a mess right now, by the way. I'm doing a lot of, organizing and shit. Those are Machine Girl t-shirts. I went to the concert yesterday. Ignore those. Anyways, now let's get to this. This is relating to these guys, so it's not really a sidetrack, but I would just like to state, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, you have not heard yet, so I'll make this announcement for you now, and before we start talking about LDY, because it does concern them, I am now an official LDY sponsor. Yippee! It has been, my dream sponsor for over a year, so I'm very fucking happy that I'm now officially a LDY sponsor. It's very fucking exciting. I'm unbelievably hype about that. But, yeah. That will not change my qualms with these two right here, because that's really what we're talking about. We're talking about the Frank, and we're talking about the Sirius V4. So, let's get into it. We're going to start with the Frank, because this is, a little old now. I'm a little behind on this. Now, let's see, where is it? They did put my name in it again, and I love them for that. I fucking love LDY for doing that. They're so epic and awesome. Now, the Frank is very interesting. Ooh, the Frank is very interesting. It's definitely an experimental kind of knife. You know, just to kind of feel out, how much tip weight is too much. And crazy enough, this isn't, bad. It's just very extreme. If you take a little bit to get used to it, the Frank is actually, really, really good, strangely enough. It kind of does everything you throw at it. Rollovers are great. Here, let's do a little 0G. It just keeps going. No problem. Does all that. A little giraffe. I did a bite handle. So that's one thing I can get into. There is no edge on this guy. At all. It has, an edge ready to be had. But there's no edge. That's bite handle. I can ricochet on it. No cuts, nothing. I don't have a problem with that. I'm perfectly cool with that. I like faux live edges, live blades. So I don't have a problem with that. I think it's very nice, actually. So it's still a trainer, but it gives you the option to sharpen it if you really wanted to. So I like that. But yeah. So that's the Frank. The balance of it, still neutral technically. It fans really well. Does rollovers really well. But honestly, with how it feels and how it flips, it definitely feels like a blade bias or even blade heavy. The only reason why it's technically not is because it does rollovers well. Now, if you pick this thing up and you go to just try it for like 2-3 minutes, you're going to be like, wow, this is blade heavy. This sucks. I hate it. It doesn't do anything I want it to do. But once you give it a second and you really start to get used to the weird momentum it gives, it's a very like competitively viable little knife here. It just has a lot of character to it. Ooh. 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 So yeah, it throws down. Dude, the Frank is down and dirty. Okay? It's very comfortable as well. Has nice little chamfers on the faces. Has a nice jimping. Does very good on ladders and things like that. Nice little grip at the bottom. It's also on the inside as well as the outside. Got a funny little face on them. The bevel is textured, so that's cool. It's very comfortable just overall. Like, it doesn't feel boxy, even though it literally is. It doesn't feel boxy. Oh, no! It doesn't feel boxy, though, which is very interesting. Now, something that I have brought up in the past, I believe I brought up in the tech video, spine grabs, right? Like, what makes a knife good for tech and things like that? Tech, heavy quotation marks, not really a thing. It's more of like a social construct of flipping at this point. But anyways, spine grabs are really good in it because the blade tucks so nicely. Like, this is just not much width at all. If I were to compare that to, let's say, a Kraken, and I were to do a spine grab on that, there's a lot more to grab here than there is on the Frank. Because the Frank tapers out a lot, so towards this base of the blade, there's not that much, and it's so comfy to do any sort of spine grabs on it. Also, with all that momentum, you can really get down and dirty with, like, shifting a lot of that. So you can do a lot of, like it's really good at rev cherry pickers. Like, really good. Because it just carries that momentum so heavily. There's so much momentum on this knife. Trying to think what else it's really good at. It's good at rev chatters, just because of how the spine tucks in. But yeah, it does like pretty much everything, and it's really good at all of it. You just have to get used to it. That is really the biggest thing with the Frank. Is it's not something you can just pick up and be comfortable with. You have to really adjust to it and learn how it's going to react to a lot of the stuff you do. Because at first, it sucks to fan, which is crazy because it's so good at fanning. Ooh. It's really, really good at fans. So, once you get used to it, man, is it a fucking joy. But yeah. God damn it. The Frank is really fun, though. I'm a huge fan of the Frank. And, you know, I've been giving it a while because I really wanted to get some good opinions on it. Some people really fucking hate the Frank, and some people really like it and can really appreciate what it is. I'm someone that can really appreciate, and I really enjoy flipping the Frank. It's not a main flipper. Like, I don't flip it super often, don't get me wrong. Sorry. I don't flip it super often in comparison to, like, a lot of my other Bally's. But it is still definitely something that I pick up more often than others. So it's in like that nice little mid-range where I do pick it up, but it's not, you know, everyday flip kind of knife. If I were to rate the Frank, I would honestly give it an 8.5 out of 10. Tolerances are great. So that's another thing I didn't bring up. Tolerances are awesome. Obviously. Sounds good. So yeah. The only downside of the Frank, there's only one. The only downside of it is if you close it a little too hard. The little ear does hit the inside. Can't really see it on the camera. Oh, there you go. See that little indent right there? That's from him hitting the inside right there. So, but yeah, it does smack the inside of the channel if you close it too hard. But hey, you know, it's really not that bad, especially for the price point it comes in at of like $130, I think. I like the Frank. Frank's fucking sweet. So yeah, if you can get your hands on a Frank, I definitely recommend at least trying it out. But yeah, that's the Frank. I'd say 8.5 out of 10. Oh, fuck. They're really cool. I like the Frank, and he's got a funny face. So, that's the Frank. Let's get to the Sirius. The Sirius, I definitely have some... I have some thoughts about the Sirius. So, let's start with, you know... It's good. It's got good tolerances. You know what I mean? Sounds good. Good tolerances still. It's very comfortable in your hands. It's good. It's good. It honestly flips exactly like the Corvus Live Blade if it was a bit longer. And that's not a great thing. Now, if you guys remember, my original Corvus video, I was really happy with it. I then flipped it more often and realized, wow, it's kind of missing ass weight. Which is crazy, because in the video I talked about how it had a, you know, it was pretty good. But see, that's why I really don't like first impression videos or things like that, because you can't exactly feel the knife to that level. Hence why I am done doing first impression videos, because they're so misleading. Now that I've had time with this, if you notice, there's pivots at the bottom. This thing also is lacking ass weight, and that's on the Kukri. The Kukri has less blade weight than the Tanto. And even this thing is lacking ass weight. The problem isn't the blades. The blades are amazingly designed. They're fucking fantastic. But these handles just don't have enough ass weight. Like, if I were to take those pivots out of the bottom right now, like, I would have trouble doing a 0G for very long. Like this, perfectly fine. And that's because it has the pivots in it. So I can keep going for a little while. No problem. But if I didn't have the pivots in, I'm telling you, it would fly. Because even on a normal Chaplin, I would feel the lack of ass weight. It wasn't very pleasant. It wasn't great. I wasn't a fan of it. And it's so disappointing because I like the previous Siriuses. So I don't know what is different about this one. I don't know. It's very strange. I don't know how there is such a difference in ass weight compared to the V4 to like the V3, the V2. I don't get it. It's very confusing. So that's really my biggest gripe with the Sirius V4. Besides that, I really like it. I really, really, really like it. I love the design of it. I love the Kukri. This blade shape is fucking immaculate. It's like an updated version of like the Fellowship and Pusa. Like, I love this Kukri. I'm already a big fan of Kukris, but I'm a huge fan of this one on the Sirius. Huge, huge fan. I like it a lot more than the Tanto. I think the Tanto isn't bad, but it's not nearly as good as this Kukri. So, yeah. Ooh. But yeah, that's the Sirius. I will probably be putting up a durability test on this guy next week, as that is something that is very, like, very focused on from LDY, is the durability of the V4. So I think I will make a durability video next week, and I'm going to try to break it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and break it. So I'm going to really put it through its paces and see where it breaks. Like, what does it take to really kill it? So, you know, we'll see. But let's see, what else am I missing? It's very comfortable. at no point am I like, wow, it's too chunky or it's too blocky. Like, it's a nice middle ground. It still is, like, the direct Kraken competitor. So, you know, with that, it's very comfortable. The little side, like, faux channel is cool. It's nice. The jimping is useless. This doesn't do anything. I'm not going to lie to you. This does absolutely nothing for grip. I would just rather they get rid of it. I'd rather blank faces. That'd be cool. Let's go back to the V3. Trying to think, what else am I really missing? Oh, the Corvus, right? Speaking of that from earlier. The texturing on these faces, for whatever reason, mine is, like, not very prominent. But when I touched other people's at Blade Show, I could feel the texture a lot more on the faces. I don't know if it's a problem with just mine, or maybe it was a problem with theirs, but there's some sort of inconsistency, because the ones that I tried at Blade Show had a lot of face texturing. Mine doesn't. It's very smooth. So I don't know which way it's supposed to be. I like both. I think I like the texturing a little more, because I did like how the Corvus felt. But yeah, a little strange on that one. Hardware is great. Obviously, tolerances are fucking awesome. I think I already said that, though. Oh, this thing came as a fucking razor. This thing is disgustingly fucking sharp. Do not play around with LDY edges. They are gross. They're yucky. They are so goddamn sharp. I swear to God, it's like having a lightsaber bally. It just phases through any material that it touches, so, you know, don't play around with LDY edges. But yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm missing? Packaging, we'll just go over that really quick. The V4 came in a little carry case. It was this guy, actually. It came with Band-Aids. It came with a large, and I mean large, microfiber cloth. It came with Band-Aids. I think I already said that. It came with their LDY perk. I love the LDY perk. This thing's fire. I fucking love the LDY perk. So that's great. I love that it comes with this. And these little cases are fucking awesome, too. You can put 2 Ballies in here and then a bunch of miscellaneous shit in the pocket. I love these cases. These cases are fucking cool, and they have a little carry handle. I love these cases. They're fucking sweet. Thank you for having those. They're fucking awesome. The Frank just came in like a normal little LDY box. Came with, like, hardware. That was pretty much it. But yeah. I think that's about it. We'll get a quick size comparison going on. And I think from there we're good. My rating on everything, again, 8.5 on the Frank. And I would give the Sirius, before I put pivots in it, I would give it maybe a 6.5. I'm really not the biggest fan of it stock. With the pivots at the bottom, I would boost it up to like a 7.5. It's pretty good. It's not something that I'm constantly going back to. I pick up the Frank more than I pick up the Sirius V4. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. It's just that lack of ass weight. I think as time goes on and the more I improve as a flipper, the more I want ass weight. It doesn't mean I want handle heavy or necessarily handle bias, but I just want something that will carry that momentum that I'm throwing at it. But anyways, here's your full length comparison. The bottoms are about even, and you can see the differences between the pivots and the tips of the blades. So yeah. I think that's about it from me for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. I will answer everything. I read all my comments. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and that's about it from me. Again, we have more videos planned in the future. I have a lot of things on my... How the fuck would you even call that? I have a lot of things coming up, a lot of projects that are in the works that I just haven't finished editing yet. So stay tuned for those. Some of them may be YouTube projects, some are Instagram projects. But, you know, we shall see. Let me know if you guys want ramble videos back. If you do, maybe we'll do one here or there. Because I definitely have a lot of life updates that I can talk about. There's been a lot going on lately, hence why I've been gone from YouTube. If you want to be tuning into my content that's more consistent and more regular, please follow me on Instagram at Jack_Piatti_Pyro. as I do update and upload there a lot more frequently, and I answer all my DMs. So, that's about it from me, boys. I will see y'all later. Thank you for watching. Peace.